Alright, so time for the carrot cake. 2 cups of grated carrots. In this bowl, I have a cup of brown sugar, a cup of organic cane sugar, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Instead of using vegetable oil, I substituted about half of a cup of butter and avocado. It called for 6 large eggs. I had medium, so it called for 4 large eggs. I have medium eggs, so I used 6. Perfect, right? Alright, so that's in here, and also some vanilla. Now I'm also going to add cranberries instead of raisins. So I like to do my dry and my wet separately and mix them together. If you don't know, a blender can save you time. Quickly mixing the ingredients. And I used probably about half a cup of sweet potato. Because I had it left, I didn't want to waste it. So let's get this in here. Mixing it all up. Alright, that's that. Gotta get my whisk so I can whisk this together. Gonna get a mixer, hand mixer, but meantime, in between time, this works fine. Get my little spatula. Probably gonna make a smoothie before I leave. Breakfast or whatever I ate just seems so long ago now. Cooking does take up a lot of time, especially when you're doing it from scratch. That's why I try to time myself and pace myself. I'll tell you, it's well worth it. So as I mentioned before, I like to rinse my dishes. I like to clean them as I go along, which I do. And I also rinse them in case I'm in a process of making something. It's so much easier to clean. Alright, get this whisk on. Now I'm using an anchor pan. I actually greased it with some of the avocado and the butter. Hopefully it won't stick. We'll see. Some people use flour. I'll make changes if necessary once I see how it comes out. Let me just show you the cornbread. One of my housemates was like, "Ooh, can I have a piece?" Sure, no problem. I love to share food with people. Listen, they're gonna compliment me. So that's butter that you see, but it's done. Cannot wait to try that myself. It's gonna be so good. All right, so let's mix this up. I don't want to do it too fast, so it goes flying everywhere.
Ambulance for a possible rib fracture at Adams Park.
I just really love cooking. That's why I'm considering if I'm gonna maybe do a career in culinary and go to practice at home. You know, I've worked in a number of restaurants, but being able to do it at home is just something much more satisfying about that. My batter looks amazing. I'm not just saying that because I made it, but I do think the difference is when you have it wet and you blend it and then you incorporate it with the dry. So I'm definitely gonna taste it just to make sure it's sweet enough. It has a flavor profile. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to ice it. Maybe, maybe not. And obviously, cream cheese is the default. But you know, you can try different things. So let's get a little tasting spoon. And I use like half of one huge carrot.
Yeah.
Alright.
Very friendly. Which is part of the reason I'm here.
Sweet.
I know the
Not too sweet. That's why I like the combination of the brown sugar. It's good. And the organic cane sugar. I don't like white sugar. You can look it up and do your own research about that. I always encourage people to do their own research regarding anything anybody tells you. That way you can formulate your own opinion and make an informed decision. Alright, 2 cups of carrots. I think next time to save time I might get shredded carrots, but obviously whole carrots are cheaper. And they're not packaged in a bag, so they tend to last longer. So these are cherry craisins. I love to eat these. I like to make my own little trail mix. It's cheaper sometimes just to go to like Trader Joe's and get the big bag of the almonds, chopped up, pecans, whatever, different type of nuts and seeds, pistachios, and get big bags of these. Cranberries, raisins, dry fruit. So let me see, this is about 6 ounces. I'm gonna start small and use about 3 ounces, half of the bag. Try to get a good feel so you guys can see the ratio. I don't want to use too many, but I want to use enough. So I'm not going to use the whisk to blend this, and I'm actually going to use my spatula. I'm mixing it up. I have things to do, so I'm glad that I'm timing this so I can have an idea of how much time I have to set aside each week to do this. Later on, I'm going to have my zucchini stewed with the tomatoes, onions, and garlic, and the spaghetti, and I have a Milanese chicken breast that I'm going to have that. So that's going to be my meal once I get back from the gym.
I'm glad you moved in with us.
Oh yeah, this is coming out great. So you know what? I'm just gonna add the rest of these in here. So 6 ounces. That sounds correct. Let me stand up so I can show you guys. So this is it, y'all. You can see those nice cranberries, the carrots. We got that sweet potato in there, which I believe makes a difference for sure. Definitely adding the ginger and the nutmeg just gives the cinnamon a little bit of a kick. Swapping out the vegetable oil with butter and avocado and blending it well. So this is nicely blended. Let's get it panned. Little carrot there. Alrighty. Next thing I'm gonna make are my cookies. I'm just gonna make the cookie dough though before I leave. So I'm already seeing that this is going to be more than enough. So let's see here. See what's left? I'm gonna freeze that. You can always use it again. Smooth it out. I'm gonna take a paper towel, go over the edges. I have to turn down my oven from 375 to 350. So not only does it cleans better when you do this. It's a little awkward to be being in that position, trying to talk to you guys and do this. But it also helps with cleaning because food is not being stuck and baking on to the sides. Alrighty, so let's take a look at this here. Wow, it's gonna be so good. And then I could also use this for cupcakes. I found a great recipe for avocado carrot cupcakes online. Alright, so I'm going to need a plastic bag to put that in, clearly.
See if you qualify at turbotax.com. Wayfair has deals so big that you might get a big head. Because with savings so real, you can get your dream sofa for half the price. Wayfair, it's always a big deal. Wayfair, you get just what I need.
So I drink a lot of water. This is like my third can today, which is good. I'm definitely going to have to get like a membership to Costco or Sam's, or even have Amazon deliver, because fresh water is a must. Absolutely. Alright. Wow. Oh yeah, this will be good. This actually will be good. Stick it in the freezer for morning, you know, like when I don't feel like cooking. I can just take this out the freezer, let it thaw. I'm pretty sure it's probably a better way for me to be doing this. But it is what it is. I already started. There's no turning back. Alright, so let's see here. This in. I hope everybody's having a great day. Maybe I should use a spoon. That might make the difference. And definitely, I'm making sure that I eat 3 meals a day. And the reason why, when you don't eat enough, you're not doing yourself any favors. You know what? I don't have time for this. It's going in a container. I'm definitely not working out. So again, cooking, that's like the beauty of life. Things may not go the way that you want them to go. And if you find that that is the case, then you can make adjustments as necessary. These are just life lessons that I want to share with people. Alright, so I learned from that. Use a bigger bag, use a spoon. Let's throw this away. Ugh. Oh my God. Alright. So, let's crack open a cold one can of passion fruit sparkling water. So that's 36 ounces of water that I've drunk so far. Definitely want to make sure I keep my water intake up. Water, oxygen, H2O, fresh air does wonders. And of course, exercise. I'll be able to change out of this little sweatpants and shirt so I can run my errands. Glad that I went to the grocery. Oh, if you don't know, going to the grocery store late at night, nobody's there. Nobody's in your way. Even the store employees, you know, they just want to go home. So they're chilly. All right. That's that. So, as I mentioned, like on the weekend or of a day off, and I need something for breakfast, I could probably make pancakes like this. Speaking of which, old school lick spoon. Damn, that's good. If I do say so myself. Now let's first in the bowl. So I rinse the bowl, and before I put this in the freezer, I'm actually going to utilize the freezer bags that I brought. specifically for this. And as you can see, I'm cleaning up as I go along. Alright, let's stick this. Let me see. Boom. Invest in good plastics.